Hello everyone. In today's class, we are going to discuss about a Java interview question. That is a very famous interview question. What is the difference between finally, and finalize? This question was asked in n number of times in interviews. So let's start our discussion. So first of all, I need to create here one Java file. That is I give the name test.java. This is my main method. So first we discuss the final keyword. Final keyword. So final is a keyword, or it is also called as a modifier. It is a applicable. I will write here. It is applicable for class, method, and variables. It is applicable for class, method, and variables. Suppose if we apply, I will write here. If we apply final keyword on final keyword on class, then the particular class is not participate in inheritance. Okay, or we can say it is the use to restrict the inheritance. It is the use to restrict inheritance. Okay, so next point about a final keyword is if you apply this keyword on the variable, if you apply this keyword, sorry, if you apply final keyword on variable, then we can't reassign the value for that variable. Okay, next point is if you apply final keyword on method, then we can't override that method. So these are the points about a final keyword. So let's discuss it is a correct or not. Suppose I create here one class student. Here some properties like int, roll number, string, name. These are properties. I want to display this data. Before going to display, I will pass or I will write here one constructor public student int roll number comma string name. Okay, I'll write here only one message, zero param constructor from student class. Okay, suppose I created here one class that is a teacher and extend with student. And suppose I declare this class final, then See here, the type teacher cannot be subclass the final class student. If we declare any class, if we declare any class with a final keyword, then we can't extend that particular class. We can't extend that particular class. Remember this point. If you apply the final keyword on a class, then a particular class is not a participant in inheritance. It is a used to restrict the inheritance. This is a clear. This is a clear about a final keyword if you apply on the class. If you apply on the class. So remember this point. Next, if you apply the final keyword on method, public void m1 method, if I write here final, system.out.println, it is a m1 method from student class. I extend student class to teacher class, and if I override this method, then immediately I will get an error. Immediately I will get error. See here, I direct override annotation. Public void m1. See here, error, cannot override the final method from student. So we can't override the final method. We can't override the final method. So that is the point. If you apply the final keyword on a method, then we can't override that particular method. That is the point. Okay. If I declare one variable with final keyword, final int a equal to 10, then I want to change the value of that particular variable. Final, okay. I want to change the value for a equal to 11, then it is not possible. It is not possible. See here, the final local variable cannot be assigned. It must be blank and not using a compound assignment. So we can't assign the value for the final variables. We can't reassignment of a value is not possible for a variables if that particular variable is a final. Remember this point. This is all about the final keyword. This is all about the final keyword. I think you should understand, because I teach in a very simple way. So next we will discuss the finally block. I will discuss the finally block. I will create here test1.java, test1.java, here test1.java. This is my main method. The next is I want to tell about what is our question. What is the difference between finally and finalize. Okay. So next point is a finally. So finally is a block. It is always associated with the try catch. Finally is a block. It is always associated with the try catch. It will execute if exception occur or not occur. Okay. So I want to show you one example. I will write here. Finally is block. It is always associated. It is always associated with try catch. So it will execute In any case, exception occur or not occur. So it will always execute. I want to show you. Suppose I write here in try block, we always write a risky code. What is meant by risky code? That code should throw any exception. So that we will write in the try block. Catch. Suppose I will write here one line, that is a system.out of divided by 0. It will throw the arithmetic exception. It will throw arithmetic exception. Okay. Finally, say finally is a block that is always associated with the try catch. If I want to close any resources, if I want to close any resources, or I want some code that will always execute in terms of error occur or not occur, then we need a finally block. It is mainly used to close the resources. Suppose I write here scanner class, scanner is equal to new scanner. Okay. We need to import this, import scanner java.util.scan. Okay. If I want to close this object, I open resource, so I will close here. Means if our code contain any exception and because of exception the code is not running, then I want to close my resources in terms of exception occur or not occur, then we need a finally block. So remember this point, finally is a block that is always associated with the try catch. So next point is, without catch we can write finally block or not. Without catch we can write finally block or not. Remember this point? Yes, we can write. Without catch also we can write a finally block, but without try we can't write the finally block. Remember this point. See here, error. So this is all about the finally block. So next I want to show you test 2. I will create here test 2.java. This is my main method. Next point, that is a finalize method. Finalize is a method. Final is a keyword, finally is a block, and finalize is a method. So finalize is a method that is called by the garbage collector. Before destroying the object to diallocate or deallocate the resources for that particular object before destroying the object. It is called by garbage collector. How to write a code for the finalize method? So finalize is a protected method that is available in the object class. So I will write here class student, or how to override the finalize method. Simply write here override annotation, or before going to I will write a signature of method public protected void. This is the protected method that is available in the object class. I want to show you really it is available in the object class or not. So okay, object here finalize. 11 methods are available in the object class. There is a 12 methods are available, but mainly if interview asks you how many methods are available in the object class, then say only the 11 methods. Okay. How to show finalize. Here is finalize method. Here protected while finalize. It is from the since Java. It is from since Java. Okay, that is a clear. Finalize method is available in the object class. Protected while void finalize. I want to write here one message only. Finalize method called in student class. Student class. Okay. I will write here a direct override annotation, or it will throw one exception. So for that, I will write here throwable. Throwable is a root class for the exception hierarchy. Throwable is the root class for the exception hierarchy. That's why I return. Okay. I will create a one object for the student class. Student s1 equal to new student. Okay. After creating object, I want to make that object eligible for the garbage collector. How to make the eligible for garbage collector this particular object. For that, simply write s1 equal to null. If you write a null keyword, then it is automatically applicable, or it is automatically applicable for the garbage collector. After applicable for the garbage collector, then I want to call the garbage collector. How to call the garbage collector? There is a one class system. In this class, there is a one method gc. So I am calling a gc. Okay. Throws throwable. This one dot system dot out of println. I want to tell one message here. Main method close. Main method close. See here, what output we will get? Finalize method called in a student class. Finalize method is called in a student class. And here I return the s1 dot finalize. That's why I'm getting here null pointer exception. But we have clear idea now. So finalize is a method. It is a I want to tell more about a finalize. Okay. Just open paint. So this is my paint. This is the object. This is one object. So here we are calling s1 dot finalize. So what is doing this finalize method? I don't need to call that explicitly. It will call automatically. See here, it will call automatically or not. System.gc. It will definitely call by automatically. See, main method close and finalize method called in a student class. This output may be in means this output is not fixed. Sometimes we will get, or sometimes we will not get. So it's a depend on the garbage collector. So see here, finalize is a method that is available in the object class. it will call before the destroying the object, and it is used to deallocate the resources for that particular object. Before destroying object, who is calling this finalize method of garbage collector. And what is the work of this finalize method? To deallocate the resources for that particular object and then destroy that object. It is a duty of garbage collector. So remember this point. I hope you understand all about the final keyword, finally block, and finalize method. So in upcoming class, we'll discuss more interview questions about Java. So bye bye everyone.